George, how determined is everybody in the squad to try and get back to winning ways after such a disappointing Saturday?
Yeah, I think we're just looking to, put things straight. 1 point from 2 games. Weren't really happy with that last week, so looking to get 3 points on Saturday.
Was it a prime example? Was it a prime example last Saturday's game of you can play well and not get what you deserve?
Yeah, well, I think the 2 games are totally different. The Morecambe, we were fortunate to get a point out of. They were the better team by far. Northampton, obviously, we thought we were the better team, and unfortunate to get obviously nothing from the game.
How much analysis and how much looking back goes on when you've got a free week? Has there been a lot of looking back at that Northampton game and saying, look, this is where we've gone wrong, this is what we've got to do better?
A little bit, but not too much, because obviously you've got to focus on what's coming, but you need to obviously work on what's going wrong and look at how we can improve. Obviously. It's
strange to be preparing for a Friday night game. Does it actually make any practical difference not playing Saturday 3 o'clock and playing Friday at 8 o'clock?
Not really, no. All the obviously travelling's the same, and you do the same things, so it's pretty straightforward.
In terms of your own personal situation at the moment, how pleased have you been to get back into the reckoning after the injury and being on the sidelines for a little while?
Yeah, fairly pleased. Obviously it's frustrating to be injured and being out of the team. You just want to play every week, so getting back into the team, but you've got to keep your shirt. And
you got a goal Saturday, which in the grand scheme of things didn't lead to any points, of course, but from a personal point of view must have been pretty satisfying because it was something that you've worked on the training ground, I believe.
Yeah, it was fairly nice. We practiced the set pieces. Obviously Les is an integral part of that, and obviously one's paid off, so keep working on that and hopefully a few more can come along.
And that must be really pleasing for everybody who's involved, because you work hours and hours and hours on set pieces, and then when one finally comes off you get a bit of reward, don't you?
Yeah, well, I think that's what people don't see. Obviously behind the scenes, we work really hard on things. Obviously try to play the football as well, but it's nice when things come off like that. So
it's Barnet on this Friday night. Tomorrow, they've had a real renaissance since this Edgar Davids thing happened. They've just seemed to have had a shot in the arm.
Yeah, I think it's like that in this league. Obviously teams are going to come into form, and people are going to have dips in form. It's all about us getting the win. 3 points
is the aim, and your manager's already said this week that he's not thinking about anything other than the 90 minutes and the 3 points, and then they'll shake hands and meet Edgar Davids and all that kind of thing. Is it difficult to keep your mind 100% on the game when you think I could be tackling somebody who's played in several World Cups?
No, I don't think so. I think as soon as you step on the pitch, you'll just be like any other player. You just got to get on with the game, and all that will go out of it, and then obviously you'll talk about it afterwards.
And I suppose what will be different in terms of this game is Barnet has been the focus of attention since Davids came, but I would think Accrington will have had more attention this week with James Beattie coming in.
Exactly, yeah. There's obviously 2 big stars there on show, but it's just a game of football, and all that will be forgotten about until obviously a little bit before and a little bit after the game you'll be talking about it, but nothing during the game.
And just finally, this whole James Beattie thing, there's been a real buzz around the place. There was a lot of press here yesterday for the press conference that we held. Have the players had a bit of a lift from that? Just people being interested in what's going on at the club and people being talking about Accrington?
Definitely, I think so. Someone with that experience and, obviously his stature and his amount of goals, you're going to be sort of intrigued. And it gives the lads a bit of a boost.